Hey guys, So Humphreys here. Today let's learn how to play Autumn Leaves. So this one's a nice jazz standard. It has an A and a B section, which we'll cover. There's a lot of repetition in this one. And I played through the form twice in my video. And the second time I did it mostly improv. So I won't be teaching that mostly because I don't remember what I played yesterday. But I'll teach you through the first time and then mess around with the melody a little bit till you get something to go for the second one. So a little bit about this piece is it tends to have 3 melody notes followed by a chord. Maybe another chord, and then. So there'll be a lot of pattern in that. However, the chords might be not some that you'll use on a daily basis. The first one here is, I believe, a C sharp 6, something like that. But anyway, you're going to be fingering it with your first finger on 3rd fret of the G string, and then your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the C string, and then taking your middle finger and barring it on the E and A strings, so you get this nice jazzy chord. We're going to preface that with 3 melody pickup notes. So it's going to be F, G, A flat, which is the first 3 notes of an F minor scale, or 1st fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret on the E string. You're going to pluck that all with your thumb, and then you're going to strum the chord. And then you're going to change the chord on an up strum, an upbeat, with your thumb. Make sure you accent that really nice and good. That's going to be a bar on 3rd fret. And then you're going to take your middle finger and put it on 4th fret of the A string. And then you're going to strum that a couple times and then do the next melody note, which is you're going to pluck the C string, as is on the chord. And then you're going to hammer on the 5th fret with your ring finger. And then when you pluck that, your thumb is automatically going to go to the E string. So it's going to rest there for a little bit while you hammer on. Then you're going to pluck the E string there. So you get the nice melody there. First you start off with the pickup. And then you go to this chord, which is nice and fancy. It starts with the C minor, which is these 3 fingers on the 3rd fret of the of the C, E, and A strings. Like that. And then you take your first finger and put it on the 1st fret of G string. Now you get this nice clash. Jazz. Anyway, then you're going to take that, leave your outer fingers, these 2, where they are on 1st and 3rd fret of G and A. And then move your middle 2 fingers down 3rd fret, and then on the upstroke, change the 2nd fret. These 2 are going to stay where they are. And then you're going to go to a bar chord on the 1st and your pinky on the 3rd. So it's a nice chromatic rundown. And then you go to the next melody note, which is a lot like just 2 frets lower down. So it's going to be pluck the C string, hammer on 2 frets higher, and then E. This time, instead of changing to some flashy like that, you're just going to kind of let go with this finger and this finger up here. So you're going to go to a bar that's on 1st fret, but only on C, E, and A. G is going to just remain open. And this time, again, you change on an upstroke, this time to a very simple chord, a C7. If you don't know it already, it's a 1st fret on the A string. On the first time through, this melody is an ascending melody on the C string, open, 2, 4, and then F minor, and you want to emphasize that note in the middle on the E string. So it's going to be open, 2, 4 on the C string, and then if you want, this note you can hit and start forming the F chord on, and then just scoot it up a whole fret. So you have 5, 5, 4, 3 with your 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 1st finger to make the chord. And you just kind of strum that until you repeat pretty much the whole thing again. With the exception right there, you're going to change it so that instead of just sitting on that note, you flick up. It's going to be on a strum, but your pinky is going to do a hammer on onto the 6th fret, so you get a nice pure E flat chord just for a second before going back to jazz, and then everything is the same. Until you get to this note, and then the melody changes. So instead of going, you can do, it's a descending melody instead of an ascending melody this time, which kind of brings it to a close. And then you're going to do B flat, just 1st fret on the A string, just conveniently where you're already at, and then 4th fret on the E, and then 1st fret on the E string. So it's a B flat, A flat, F, which is a pentatonic scale. And F, you want to add this finger, 1st finger on G string, 1st fret, and then pinky on 3rd fret of the A string to get an F minor chord, which is the same as F minor. It just sounds stronger because you have more open strings. And then you go to the next part of the song, the B section, which has a little bit of a different feel, especially for the first 2 chords. You're going to play a C5 for most of it. It's going to be a general feel of it, but you're going to be plucking around different notes to kind of change the chord without really. So let's break that down. You're going to start by plucking the E string. You're just going to open 1st, 3rd with the open 1st and 3rd fingers. And when you hit the 3rd, do a little kind of hammer-on slide motion where you add some little grace notes while strumming down. Sorry. And then you immediately hit the C string with your thumb. And now on the next strum, you add your pinky on the 3rd fret of the A string, so you get the C power chord. Out of this context, it might be used in a metal song. But anyway, back to the C power chord. That's the next part of it, and it kind of creates this really scurry harmony. Get that by doing 1st, 3rd, 4th instead of open 1st, 3rd. And you're going to be doing that with first 3 fingers. And you're still going to be doing the same. Pluck the first 2, strum the 3rd melody note, then hit the C string, and then strum the whole chord. Just instead of getting the chord with your pinky, because that'd be kind of awkward, do it with your middle finger instead. And then the next 2 melody notes, and this is where it kind of writes back out into the swingy. From the this part I almost feeling like a rock breakdown, especially the second time I play it, like that kind of feel. So, 3rd fret on the E, 4th fret, so da, da, and then bar the 1st fret just in its entirety. And you just kind of strum on that. And then you slide up to the E flat, but you're not going to be fretting the A string. Just mute it and let the other notes speak up. And you're going to strum that a couple times, and then pinky on 6th fret, and that's going to be the next melody note. Then you take your middle finger, put it on 4th. That's going to be that melody note, so that part's going to... You're going to actually hit that twice, and then go back to this chord, which is a C minor 3-3-3 with the 1st finger on the G string. You're going to do the same kind of... We did that, but you're going to skip the middle note, just hit this twice, and go to that bar chord, just bar on 1st, and then 3rd fret on the A. And then the melody notes are B flat, C, so 1st fret, you can just stay on the bar, and then add the pinky back on. And then you're going to go from there to this chord. It's going to be 3rd fret on the G string with your middle finger, 1st fret on the C string with your 1st finger, 3rd fret on the E string with your ring finger, and then 4th fret on the A string with your pinky. And you're just going to strum that twice, kind of dramatic, and then let go with your pinky and collapse your 1st finger down to a bar so you can get the A string too. So you can do 1, 2, 1, that's the melody. And then you're going to go to a C sharp chord, but this time up here. And again, muting the A, and that's going to be bar on 3rd, the same partial bar that we were doing earlier. And then add your middle finger on 4th fret of the C. And then that's going to be 1 note. Make sure you try to emphasize this G note as much as possible. It's going to be hard. The chord is not voiced in a way that makes that note pop out. And then add your ring finger on 4th fret of the A string. For that last melody note, you're going to go to an F minor chord up here, which is the D minor shape, but moved up 3 frets. And it's going to be the 3rd, 4th fingers on 5th fret of the G and C. And then you're going to put your middle finger on 4th fret of the E, and then bar the 3rd fret, because you'll need this in a bit. And then you'll hit it once and slide. And then you'll go back up, and this time you can go back to a partial bar of just E and A, and then take these 2 fingers and put it on 4th. And this is a chromatic rundown again. And this is the second chord. to another D minor shape, just instead of moving it only one fret up. So you have 3, 3, 2, and then you add your pinky on third. And instead of sliding down again on this one, because you do it on 1, 2, on the third one you stop and kind of strum it. And then you move this finger down one fret to the first fret of the E string, and that's your next melody note. And then you go back to the first fret bar. And then you slide up to a C sharp again, but this time do the full bar on third. And just hit that twice. And then your last two notes are going to be open C and then F on, which is first fret on the E string, and then you do the F minor chord. And for the second time through this song, I already said I'm doing an improv, a kind of pick up melody, since otherwise you just 2, 3, 4. You kind of play those same chords and try and add your own melody on top of it. Just kind of mess around. And then when I get to the, I do it in a halftime feel. So yeah, that's the whole song. Hope this helped. Have fun playing this, guys. And yeah, jazz.